then do you think that hiking by 25 basis points next week would be a mistake, would be premature?
Well, this is the tough situation the Fed is in, right? It has an inflation problem. It has a very tight labor market. And one of the worries is you already see it in the stock market. If the Fed pauses, there may be a sense, it could go either of two ways. One is, oh, the Fed is panicking, there's more trouble waiting to come, and, markets tank as a result. The other is markets say, oh, well, they've taken care of the banking problem, and now they're being very, very cautious on interest rate hikes, and the markets take off, and the Fed has to start all over again in terms of dealing with inflation. So either which way, I mean, my sense is the Fed's best option is to do 25 and then watch for a month and a half. Of course, they can always pause at the end of it if they think they've done enough and the banking sector turmoil is also going to slow growth. But it gives them options. I think doing zero would convey, inappropriate signals at this point.
Do you think they're also caught by the fact that inflation is a relatively political problem at the same time, and it would appear that if they weren't to hike, that perhaps it could be construed as the fact that they're not taking care of Main Street, but they're happy to take care of Wall Street in the sense of the protection for the banks?
Well, possibly, though, the way the questioning in Congress of Chairman Powell went a couple of weeks ago, it seemed as if many representatives were worried about the hike in rates and what effect that would have on, mortgage rates, which is what people most closely observe. And Powell had to say time and again, look, the biggest problem for people is inflation. It's going to be much more problematic if we don't bring inflation down than if they have to pay somewhat higher interest rates for mortgages. So it's a selling job for the Fed also that, inflation is job one. And the longer it waits to deal with it, the more severe the costs the economy will have to pay will be.